South Africa have a very good chance of qualifying to the second round of the World Cup. A very good chance, right? So let's preview the World Cup Group A, which consists of South Africa, Mexico, South Korea, and Czech Republic. And this is why I said South Africa have a very good chance. First, let's look at the competition format. So for the first time, there are 48 countries participating in this World Cup, right? It was increased from 32 to 48. So you have 12 groups, right? In these 12 groups, the top two teams automatically qualify for the next round. So when you divide it, 48 divided into 2, you have 2, that's 24, right? Now, you also have 8 best losers. That's 8, the best third place finishing teams. 8 will be picked and added to the 24. You now have 32. That is why in this World Cup, for the first time in history, you'll be having 32 teams in the second round. They used to call it round of 16, but now you now call it round of 32. So after the group stage, you have round of 32. This means that in Group A, there's a very good chance of having 3 teams progress, which is how it can actually help South Africa. Now, before now, people have said South Africa may not have any form of chance of qualifying to the next round, right? Because of the teams in that group. Now, Mexico is clear favorite to finish first. And you also look at the likes of South Korea, Czech Republic, in this case, Czech Republic in this case and South Korea are like tied. Either of them can finish second. You understand? And then South Africa finishing fourth. Based on that prediction, Mexico finishing first, Czech Republic or South Korea second or third, then South Africa finishing fifth. Now, all what South Africa needs to do, right, is to try and win at least one match in this particular group. So South Africa need to try to win at least one game, get a draw, win a match, get a draw. And that may be enough for them to qualify to the next round, like I've said. And of course, the first match of the tournament, you have South Africa versus Mexico. Very, very important, considering the fact that this was also the fixture in 2010, right? I think that was the last time South Africa was in a World Cup. I think that was in 2010, where it was an opening fixture. And this time around, it is also going to be an opening fixture. For Mexico, this would be how do I put it? An unfinished business, right? They want to show that, okay, we drew that first one, we have the same opportunity again. But this time around, it's, the first one was in South Africa's home. Now it is in Mexico's home, right? Now, for all the teams participating in this tournament, when you look at Mexico, there's the slight home advantage considering the fact that they are also one of the host countries. So there's that little home advantage for Mexico, to progress. They are likely going to Mexico will be the favorites anytime they play any team in this group, be it South Africa, South Korea, or Czech Republic. They will always be the favorite. And then you have games like South Africa, South Korea, maybe a 50-50 kind of game. You have games like South Africa, Czech Republic, So South Africa just needs to win one match. Make sure they win at least one game and an extra draw. That can be enough for them to progress, even as a third, even finishing as a third place team, in that particular group. So South Africa have a very unique chance of qualification and maybe disappoint a lot of people that have been saying they are not going to progress from that group. So my prediction for this group is Mexico finishing first, right? South Korea finishing second, South Africa finishing third, and then Czech Republic finishing fourth and are eliminated. Now, South Africa finishing third does not also automatically guarantee qualification. Yes, I've said 8 teams will progress based on that. But still, you have to consider what happens in other groups, right? 12 groups, 8 groups will be providing one extra team. So, and to have a very good chance, they have to win at least one game, have 3 points. So even if they're not finished third, they may not be considered among, the best. You call them the best losers of each group for each tournament. So like I said again, South Africa have a very good chance. And you see players like their goalkeeper, Randon Williams, will play a very important role. For me, that would be the person to watch, for South Africa. Randon Williams. I hope I'm getting that name right. Williams, the guy that keeps for South Africa. So that is that, right? Mexico, South Korea, South Africa, Czech Republic. South Africa just gets 3 points and you may be well and good to qualify from this group. Also, like I said, you see, South Korea and Czech Republic are two teams you cannot really predict. So anything can actually happen. You may end up having South Korea finishing bottom of that group, or the other way around. What do you guys think? Drop your predictions in the comment section. South Africans, do you think you will win the group? Do you have contrary opinion? Let me know. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share this video.